Alright, this video is going to be everything you need to know to get started with NFTs. Now, NFT stands for non-fungible token, and it is a new exciting technology that is being used in all sorts of interesting ways, and it's only the beginning. And a lot of people are making a ton of money, and I'll go over that too. So NFTs can represent ownership rights, proof of authenticity, or other ways of carrying value which is unique and cannot be replicated. So in this video, I'm going to cover what they are, how they work, how you buy them, how you sell them, where do you buy them, where do you sell them, and everything else that you need to know to get started. So what does non-fungible actually mean? It means that it is unique, it cannot be traded with something of its exact equivalent. So a dollar bill is fungible. It can be replaced with another dollar bill and you're no worse or better off, as they're both valued the same and they look the same. Similarly with Bitcoin or Ethereum, you can trade one coin for the other and it won't matter from a perspective of value because they are the exact same. However, if two coins are trading at the same price, you can't swap them even if they're technically worth the same because they need to be functionally identical. So an NFT is something unique that cannot be replaced with something else. I did another video recently on an NFT ticket idea. Going off this, an NFT ticket idea is unique in that, you have the concert, you have the date, and you have the seat. So if you give someone another ticket for another seat, even though technically it's going to the same concert, they're not the exact same, and that's why I compared those to being an NFT. So what does it mean to mint an NFT? Minting is how your digital art or collectible becomes part of the blockchain. It's similar to the way metal coins in the real world are minted and added into circulation. This is how NFTs are created. So once it's minted, it can then be purchased and traded in the market, which also means it can be digitally tracked as it's resold or someone collects it in the future. Now, when a project is launching, they'll often do a drop, which is when they launch so you can mint them into circulation, and they often have, only 10,000 available. Now, the cool thing about NFTs is you have a complete history of who they belong to, how much they were bought and sold for, and unlike the traditional world where paintings can go missing or get stolen or never be found again, or we don't know who owns it or how much they bought it for, the blockchain keeps track of everything. Now, why do I think that NFTs are a game changer for creators? Well, let's go back to the real world and how if an artist sells a painting to someone, that is the end of the journey for that piece of art for them. So if they build up their brand and they make a big splash and they become a world-renowned painter, the buyers of their art will be rewarded, but the original artist will not. Yes, they might be able to sell their future paintings for more, but all of their past work that has appreciated all goes to the owner. And here's why that's different in the NFT space. Artists can build royalties into their art so that as they build their reputation and sellers make money, they also get a cut of the sales through commission. So every single time their painting sells for more or their NFT sells for more, they get a little cut of that. So now you know about what NFTs are. Where do you buy them and sell them? Well, there's a bunch of places, but the main place and the biggest NFT marketplace is called OpenSea. In August 2021, it did over $2 billion in sales volume. So that is the place where the majority of NFTs are being bought and sold and traded all the time. Now, most initial mints happen on a project's website, not on OpenSea, and you will mint it on their website, and then once you go onto OpenSea, it will read your wallet and see that you have that NFT in there, and you'll be able to trade it on OpenSea, which is like eBay for NFTs. So if you're interested in that, you'll need a browser wallet like MetaMask, and you'll need Ethereum. You'll connect to the website through MetaMask, buy them, and when the transaction goes through, you will be able to find them on your Ethereum wallet. And I'll show you how this works.
So OpenSea is where you will come to buy NFTs, to sell NFTs. It is the eBay of NFTs. Now, I'll show you around a little bit. If you want to just look around for specific NFTs or browse, you could, come in here. Oftentimes you're looking for a specific project or stats or what's selling. So if you come on to stats, you can see the top NFT collections, which are ranked by volume. So this is volume traded, by the floor price, which is the least amount you have to spend to get one of these pieces. So for art blocks, it is 1.6 ETH. Everything is priced in ETH. Every now and again, you'll see something priced in USDC or DAI, but 99.9% are priced in Ethereum. And here you can see that 7,226 people or wallets own an art block, and there's almost 40,000 assets total. Now, CryptoPunks is one of the blue chip, profile pictures. You've probably seen these around. This is one of the biggest projects there is. I don't know why it's not showing a floor price when I looked before, but you can see here that it's dipped over the last 7 days, but that's because it was super frothy for a few weeks. Let's go to another one you will know, Bored Ape Yacht Club. There is, 5,500 owners. The floor price is 35 ETH, which is around 116K, and they have over 159,000 volume traded. So this is a hugely traded project, hugely popular. I would say number 2 after CryptoPunks. So let's say that, okay, I'm interested in this, but I want to see what people are buying and selling it at. You could go into activity and you can click on Bored Ape Yacht Club, and you could even just type it in here if you wanted, and you'll see all of the different sales that are happening for these at one time. You can also I have a project called RumbleKongs, so if I wanted to see what these projects are selling for, I could type that in. So I could see here, okay, get an idea of what the lowest price will be, even though it's telling me the floor price. And if I click on this, and then I click on RumbleKongs, I will be able to tell, okay, the floor price is 1.04. There's 2,800 owners and 6.9 thousand volume. So, it's pretty good. I like the project. It's going to be a video game soon where you have like 3 players per team. And if you click on this specific project, you can see different traits or what they call boosts. So when you come to play the actual game, this guy's like better at shooting than he is at defense. And you might buy a RumbleKong that is better at one of these and build a killer team. So this is an interesting play that they're going to have where they make a game out of these. So we'll see how that works out. But that is how OpenSea works. You buy, sell, trade on here. And if you mint a project, okay, how do you actually tell if it's in your wallet? So I'm just going to go on to Etherscan, which scans all the Ethereum transactions. And I just typed in OpenSea. And if I click on something random, so I just clicked on this random wallet, and if I go down here, you can see that ERC tokens down here. So I just find this random wallet. They just bought something on OpenSea for 5 ETH, so I know that they probably have NFTs in their wallet. So if I scroll down here, I can see ERC 721. That is another word for an NFT. So this person has Treeverse, Vogu, Crypto Trunks, so all of these are NFTs. So when they load their wallet onto OpenSea, when they connect it through MetaMask, they will be able to see all of these NFTs in their wallet and be able to list them and trade them from there. So as soon as you mint it, it will go into your wallet and then it can be used on OpenSea.
Now you can hold them, you can list them for a lot of money, and hopefully someone buys them. So how is this we're seeing in the news like, oh, JPEGs are selling for millions of dollars. There's been CryptoPunks, there's been the Bored Apes, and so many people on Twitter are talking about it. And if I see one more tweet about someone saying, oh, I can just right click and save this and now I own it. If you buy a poster of the Mona Lisa, do you really think that you own the Mona Lisa? Nor does the person or museum who owns it care that you have a poster of it. That's exactly the same thing. And if you watched my earlier video on the intro to DeFi, or you remember that the whole point of the blockchain is to be a giant transparent ledger to keep track of where money is, who owns what, and an NFT is just that. It's a tokenized version of you owning that thing. Whoever owns the token, that is the owner of that NFT. An NFT is more a certificate of authenticity more than that it's owning a JPEG. But yeah, keep right-clicking and saving and telling yourself that you own it. So when you hear the term sweeping the floor, it means buying the lowest price available items and, raising the floor price. The majority of NFTs are on the Ethereum blockchain. So like I said, you'll need a MetaMask browser wallet, Ethereum, and everything listed is basically listed in Ethereum. So when you see 1.2, it's not $1.2, it's 1.2 Ethereum. Another thing is the gas fees are getting more and more expensive these days as NFT projects clog up the Ethereum network. So you'll have to make sure that you have enough in your wallet to actually make the transaction. And gas refers to the fee required to successfully complete a transaction on Ethereum. And during minting for a popular project, gas prices might spike because everyone is trying to ensure that they can mint an NFT. I've seen people pay a lot of money on gas just to be able to get these NFTs, so be careful if you're trying to get into a really popular mint. Now, if you've recently minted an NFT in a collectibles drop, you might want to see, okay, oftentimes when you mint something, it doesn't either show when you're minting it, it's just like you're gonna get one of these 10,000 pictures. And from there, you want to be like, oh, is this a rare one? Like, what traits do they have? So I know how much it's worth. And to understand that, you go to a website called Rarity.Tools. And I'll show you how to use that.
Now, let's say you mint a project and you're thinking, okay, how much is it worth? You know, how rare it is? Because like I said, some of these projects have specific traits. So Rumble Kongs had its own trait. So if I go on to Rumble Kongs, it will sort by rarity. So for example, if I click on this is listed on OpenSea for 610 ETH. Let's see why it's so popular. Maybe it has like, okay, so it's 71 shooting. This is a stretch. They want to sell it for 2 million. Maybe it's the horns. It is a rare score. So if you go in here, you can see, okay, this Jesus necklace, only 18 other Rumble Kongs have this, or this zebra fur, only 40 have this. So basically they add all these together and that's what makes up the rarity score. Now let's go to CryptoPunks where it'll sort by rarity, and this is the most rare CryptoPunk, and that's because it has 7 attributes, which it's the only one that does. So it is, you know, not even for sale on OpenSea, so I can't even imagine what this would go for. Now on OpenSea, you can see the trading history of every time this has been transferred. So here, it was minted, then it was sold for 26.4 ETH to this guy, and then this guy turned around and sold it a year after for 85, and then this guy clearly transferred it to himself, so maybe he wasn't on a hardware wallet or something like that, and so he transferred it to himself. But you can see the trading history on OpenSea, which is pretty cool. So Rarity.Tools is how you find out how rare your project is. Now, it might take a couple of days for it to come on here, or if it's not a very popular project, it might not come on here, but you can look in the Discord of different projects to see, you know, how rare it is. And then you could see projects that have been listed. So as you see here, there are no CryptoPunks that are currently listed on OpenSea, which actually makes them more rare and worth more, which is why, actually, I just put that together. That is why the CryptoPunks does not have a floor, because there's currently no CryptoPunks listed on OpenSea, so there could not be a floor price if there's none actually listed. So yeah, that is why CryptoPunks does not have a floor price, because there are none currently listed. And if you want to find out how rare your NFT is, you can go to Rarity.Tools, and I'll post some other links for good NFT resources below this video.
All right, that's it. NFTs for beginners. And if you're curious how else NFT technology can be used, check out my video on that NFT ticket idea. And if you're interested in DeFi and getting to know everything that's going on, check out my course, 0todefi.co, and I'll link it below this video.